going on, y'all? It's your girl, NeffyRaps. It's a vibe session, y'all. Y'all know how we doing it. We are bringing you guys the dopest, hottest independent artists, not only from right here in the Triple D, y'all, but from all over. And listen, we got another super dope one on the show today. Yohanson, welcome to the vibe session. What's going on?
Thank you.
Listen,
Pleasure to be here.
Of course, of course. So for the folks that's listening in, tuned in, watching, tell us what city you from today.
Sorry, what?
What city are you from?
So I'm from upstate New York, Lake George / New Jersey.
Okay.
But I'm in St. Pete right now.
Okay.
So I've been living in St. Pete for the past 3 years. So yeah, St. Pete, Florida. I'm a Florida boy. I consider myself a Florida boy. I don't want to be considered Jersey.
Okay, so you're over the East Coast vibes right now. I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the East Coast vibes, but New Jersey, like, as someone who's from New Jersey, I can say New Jersey is not. Dude, driving there is horrible. The people are horrible. Yeah, New Jersey's not where I want to rep. So I'm repping Florida. I'm repping Florida for sure. 727.
Repping Florida, St. Pete. So what's the closest major city to you right now?
Closest major city, Tampa.
Tampa. Okay. Yeah. So I'm somewhat familiar with Tampa. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what made you relocate? Because that's a big jump from New Jersey to Florida. So what happened in your life to make you go ahead and make that move?
So I'm an Eckerd College student. So I'm a student right now. I'm a psych major, but I'm taking a couple of semesters off just to focus on my music because I got some labels. We keep that on the hush hush, but there's a possibility there. So some negotiations, but yeah, we keep dreaming, we keep moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's cool. I'm loving the tattoos. I see. Listen,
Thank you
guys listening, you might not be able to see until the video comes out, but he is tatted up, ladies. Okay. Yeah. Everything going on here. So how many tattoos do you have?
I can say this. There's way too many to count, but I consider it my body. It's just who I am. Like if I woke up in the morning one day and all my tattoos were gone, I'd probably kill myself.
Oh no! Like, you always get more.
Tattoos. Yeah, but like anybody who tells you tattoos aren't painful, they're lying because they are painful. It takes a real man to say, you know what, tattoos hurt like a bitch. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that pain. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm covered head to toe.
Which area would you say hurt the worst? Because I think I see one on your face too. What would you say hurt the worst?
The worst was the snake, no doubt. I had a crazy old-fashioned tattoo artist with an old gun. He played a horror movie in the background while I got that tattoo. Like, so I'm getting that tattoo and I hear like women shrieking and like and shit in the background, like talk about a bad trip while you're getting needles stuck in you. So I'd say that's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely would have like creeped me out. And listen, I love scary movies. I'm like the one girl in the group that loves the horror films. I love that kind of stuff. But if I was getting my tattoo, I don't think I would have been able to handle.
No, I need
hearing that.
I need some simple shit, and I need a tattoo artist to talk to me and distract me.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. I like that. So you got a lot of cool things going on. I see the artwork. So I want to jump into the music for the folks that may not be familiar with you. Tell us a little bit about your sound. How would you describe your vibe as an artist?
I'm unique as fuck. I don't like to put myself in a box. So as far as genres go, like I make some hip hop, I make some rap, I make a lot of alt rock of recent. Excuse me. I have a song Devil Boy coming out that is just hardcore punk, but just gets your blood boiling. And it's so yeah, I'm all over the map. I even have a couple EDM songs. Okay. But music is just, it's in me. It lives in me, ever since I was a little kid. I was a little baby. And I was dancing around and singing. And I just continued and continued and continued. And here I am.
Okay. Where do you draw your inspirations from when you're creating or making music or coming up with concepts?
Yeah. So I don't write typically.
Mm-hmm.
I go in the studio and I just freestyle and I feel what's in my heart that day. And then I get out, and I listen to it and I'm like, oh, that sounds like shit. Let me redo that. That don't make any sense. And then I kind of rewrite it from there. But that's kind of my process.
Okay. So,
but yeah, I draw a lot of inspiration from my real life things. Like when I talk about my drug addiction,
mm-hmm.
like that's real as hell. I'm very addicted to Xanax.
Okay, even now?
Oh, very, very. I had to pop 2 school buses before this interview.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that because, a lot of artists, kind of dibble and dabble with stuff. It happens, whatever. But for you, how did you kind of start using, or do you use it to kind of like go places with your music? What is your purpose for using it? And do you want to get off of it, or you like, listen,
Yeah,
we
let
rocking
me
out.
speak to
We
the
rocking
kids.
out.
Let me speak to the kids. Because everybody thinks it's cool as fuck. Like, I want to pop a bar and just get fucked up, drink and get fucked up. And sure, every once in a while that's Gucci, but when you get addicted to that shit, like I'm addicted because I don't know how to show y'all, but I got anxiety warrior tatted on my leg right here. And I've suffered from anxiety and depression since like a really young age, probably like 17 or so. So ever since then, it's just like I've been taking benzos just to like function. You know what I mean? Just to like get through the day. But eventually that addiction becomes my crutch. You know what I mean? That addiction becomes, yeah, it's just bad. So I'm trying to get off them, but every time I try, I can't go cold turkey. So I try to wean myself off and then I'm shaking. But you can hear that in my music. And I feel like a lot of people we live in an age where anxiety is higher than it's ever been. And anybody who tells you that they don't have anxiety or fears is a liar. You know what I mean? Everybody has it to the most minor degree, some to higher degrees. And I'm just an outlet for others who feel that pain,
Yeah. And I mean, you spoke on so many different things there that we can unpack, but I mean, the anxiety and depression, you said you've been dealing with it for a long time, but I certainly agree that a lot of people in today's society, with how crazy 2020 has been and the pandemic, and everybody's fighting, and it is very difficult right now to not have anxiety, so I get that part, and I understand how it can be hard, especially being an artist. And even your story, I'm looking at you and I can tell you probably have one hell of a story that you
Oh,
can
no
tell
doubt, no doubt.
that's in your music. So, but I think that's the important part, and that's what makes people connect with the artist, is that transparency. Like, this is me, this is my life, these are the things I struggle with, or these are the things I'm going through. And you'll be able to connect with a lot of people too in that way that are kind of, going through or dealing with the same thing. So I definitely wish you the best in your journey. We all have our vices. I have mine, but I know with certain ones it's harder to get over than others. So definitely good luck to you with that for sure. Okay. So we talked a little bit about that. You've been working as an artist, doing your thing. I checked out your Instagram. Y'all be popping on the boats and everything. You lit. So I would love to know, like, that journey, how you got into music. I know you said that it's a passion of yours, but you got into the game. Now you're doing your thing a little bit. So tell us how you feel the journey has been musically. Have you been able to connect and network with a lot of different folks? How's that music piece been for you?
Yeah, well, I've met and networked very organically. Like, there's this guy, his name is ZZ Visco. He's about to blow up very soon. He's like, for the listeners, if Joji and Post Malone had a baby, this is this guy. Incredibly talented. He opened up for Riff Raff at a concert. I was at the concert, took my shirt off as I do, went crazy. And I'm like, listen, at the time I was a SoundCloud rapper, you know what I mean? I'm like, listen, just hear my shit out. You're going to fuck with it. And then he started fucking with me. And he has major connects all throughout the industry. So, and I got a song with Risky on the way. He's got like 90K followers, but yeah, all organic connections. I really haven't, I mean, I said on my SEOs, but really just like organic connections. what it's all
Okay.
about.
That's
Yeah, like real friends. And everybody who's featured on all my music are like my real friends. And rest in peace, Jake. Because Jay LaRon on my song Find Me just passed away recently. So RIP Jake.
sorry to hear that.
Right here and
Rest in peace. Okay. Okay. So you've been moving around doing your connection thing. I always say like your network in this game is absolutely everything. So that's dope that you've been connecting with a lot of people. How has your year been though? I know like the shows and stuff, some places are throwing a whole bunch of shows and moving on like nothing is happening. Other places are kind of chilling or going virtual. How have you been managing still performing and doing your artist thing through this year?
So I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had the opportunity to perform yet due to this COVID. Because I kind of just dropped my album right as COVID started. And I talked to a couple managers and I talked to a couple venues and I could do a venue in Tampa. That would be fantastic. But right now and with the COVID, obviously I can't.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine a Zoom concert. I see those things, but that's just not the feel. When you go to a concert, you wanna feel, and I need people to feel my energy because I know when I get on that stage, I'm gonna go nuts.
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna give the crowd and the fans, even if you're not a fan of me, you're gonna see me up on that stage and you're just gonna go nuts. I've been to a lot of concerts when I was younger
Mhm.
that they invited me on stage just because I looked like a crazy person and I was and they
Have
just
you
like,
ever
yo, hop
crowd surfed?
crowd surf? No, never.
Okay.
I got on stage with Made in Tokyo, Young Pinch, Code of the Friend, but yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's a goal though. Crowd surfing is definitely a goal
Okay,
for
cool.
sure.
I would love to see you live, see how that goes. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. So let's manifest that for 2021.
Yo, manifestation is the word of this interview. Manifestation is so important and crucial.
Yeah.
I think we manifest so much more than we really think.
Yeah. It's a strong power that people don't even realize that you have. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of like you keep kind of saying something or believing something that's more powerful than people think.
Oh, yeah. You say, hey, I'm gonna do this and this is gonna happen. You know what? You can make that happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you do seem like you like to kind of live on the edge. I want to know like what do you feel is like the craziest thing you've ever done so far?
Uh, I don't know. I've done a lot of stupid shit in my lifetime. Like a lot of stupid shit that I'm definitely not proud of.
Okay.
But one thing that's lit of recent that I'm comfortable telling is I take a lot of drugs. So I'm not gonna lie. And that's not like for the culture, that's just like just who I am, you know what I mean? Like definitely the culture has impacted me because, growing up that's what's cool, the thing to do. Now I'm addicted to some of them, but in general I take a lot of drugs. And one time I was with my dog, D, and we was out on the boat, and I took 4 tabs of acid, and I fucking skirted it right into a beach and beached the boat. So
Wow.
I don't know. That's a crazy thing I've done.
Wow. Okay.
But
Well,
I do a lot of acid. I've been kicked out of numerous concerts. I've just done a lot of stupid shit. A lot of shit I'm not proud of though.
Okay. When you're on any of that stuff, do you ever like see things like?
Oh yeah. I just took acid the other night. I think it was not last night, the night before. I took 2 tabs and I was hearing shit and seeing shit. The shorty who I was chilling with, she stopped fucking with me a little bit because I was going a little nuts.
Uh-oh. What'd you see? Do you remember what you saw?
Like visual wise, no, visuals are always cool. Visuals are always cool. I never get worried about visuals.
Got it.
No cap. I'd be like hearing shit on acid.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we got to play the record for the people. I want them to hear you, feel you.
Please.
So we got to get into that in just a few minutes. But tell us a little bit about how the new joint came about. I think it's called Hell Girl. Is that right?
Yeah, it's called Hell Girl.
Cool. Okay. So tell us how that record came about for you.
Another freestyle just got in the booth, and everything about it was just like very real. Like I don't cap in a lot of my lyrics. at least my rock songs, like you can feel the emotion in them. And it was very real, just broken heart, ex cheated on me. It was just bad, everything bad. And I just expressed that through my music. And once you guys hear it, I hope you guys like it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know we're going to show it love up here at Power 214.
Also, the song Hell Girl, it's about Doja Cat.
Oh, so, is it?
Yeah, it's about Doja Cat. She's my ex. So Doja Cat, if you out there, Doja, it's okay. I didn't mean to blow the bubble off the story, but you know what?
He got me, y'all. He got me. And listen, my silly ass is about to ask, well, does she know the song is about her?
Yeah, does she know? Yeah, Doja knows. Doja knows. She cool.
But listen, Doja Cat is a dope artist. She's been controversial, but she could definitely rap. So she's out there doing her thing. Shout out to Doja Cat.
Shout out Doja.
Yes,
absolutely. Hit me up. Call me Doja.
He said, call him up. Slide up in the DMs. Okay, I love it. Cool. So, all right. Well, I gotta play the record, but before we do that, I want to say thank you so much for being a dope guest on the show today.
Thank you. It was an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. Wishing you nothing but success, nothing but the best of luck. You know, we're going to keep showing the record love up here. So before we play it, I want you to do two things for me. Leave the people with a message right from you, and then go ahead and drop your social media handle so we know where we can find you.
Sure. Message right from me. Just keep following your passion. Don't let anybody tell you. If you got a dream, keep following it, because nobody believed in me. My family doesn't believe in me. Just keep going, and we manifest so much in this lifetime. Just remember that. And when bad shit happens, you have power to really control what you make out of that situation, you know? This shit happens to everybody, but you know what? It's how you react to it. And my Instagram's Yohanson, capital YOHANSON, 3 underlines. You can find me. Literally just Google Yohanson. I'm the first thing to pop up on all streaming platforms. So yeah, please find me. Listen to my music. I got 2 new songs dropping this week. I'm like Russ. I'm dropping music like every day because I'm crazy like that.